All right, water signs. Let's see what's going on with you and Uranus. Uranus. Now, I pulled some cards about the archives. Now, I think that's symbolic in itself. I went into the archives. Now, maybe you about to learn something of benefit. Now, I think I'm actually use these cards, too, since I said it. I haven't used them in a long time. They're a little beat up. They're a little worn. But they read. They got a lot of information. They got a lot of energy. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Now, how y'all doing out there? I hope everything is going well out there in La La Land. Y'all know I got to say my intro. You know, one day I'm going to learn how to make an intro. Now, we got the King of Pentacles. Now, this could be strategy. You know, in regards to money or just your overall energy. That's it. Now, the King of Pentacles is one that represents business sense. Let me see. Archives. Now, maybe you was a business person in some of your past lives. Now, maybe you need to do some research. Now, let me see. That is the Three of Swords showing up. Let me see. It didn't come out. But we're going to pay attention to it. Because it made an abrupt stop. So maybe you got to think about something. Now, you know Uranus is all about, you know, emotions, wind, air. Now, this made a sound, so we're going to take it. And it's your energy. The Queen of Cups. And the Hangman is here. And he's doing a little bit of introspection. He's in limbo. And it look like he got some things on his mind, boo. Alright? Now, this is a transition. There's a lot going on in the energy. It's dealing with Mars, Libra, Venus. Man. Now, I'm going to put these two together because they came out together. Now, maybe this is some good news because we got both of them out here. The King of Pentacles as well as the Queen of Pentacles. Now, I don't know if it's 3 people involved in this situation. Now, maybe you're getting some insight because she is tapped in. And I said archives. Could be a reading. Astrology report or something like that right here. Because look what's here at the bottom of the deck. The Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. And they together. I like it. Oshun next to the Empress. You know, because you can look at this as the shadow, the body, the ego, the world person. And she right next to it. Look. And a lot of external conflict is behind the Empress. Now, maybe you're embracing your masculine and feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? Bringing in some type of manifestation. But we're going to see. Now, we got the King and the Queen Pentacles down here. Now, that is a match. Sometimes it's a business opportunity, partnership, or something like that. But they both could represent you. All these energies could represent you. You know? Maybe embracing more of your feminine energy as you look at this masculine energy over here. Because they together with the foresight, the page, the good news, the moving forward to this energy. You know what I'm saying? A thought, the archives. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand the words that's coming out my mouth? Now let's see. Because it can mean all that. Now, I don't usually do put 4 cards together, but I think they need to be together. I really do. Now, let me see what this is about. I had in my mind I was going to come over here and do a quick read, but now I want to get all nosy. Let me see. Yeah, look. Now Scythe is here. Now he's associated with the Jack of Pentacles. Now we got them all out here. Now this is, a little patience. I like that it's a Jack of Pentacles because, he's dedicated, he's persistent. He's gonna stick around for a long time. And look, but he's also associated with this Scythe card in regards to something that needs to clean up. Now, the Jack of Pentacles, he's not actually a full-grown man, but the king is. And maybe you're looking in the peephole, back at the past, figuring out how you get in. Let's see. Now we're seeing the Queen of Wands. Now here go the King of Wands. Now it look like you're working with all your body parts, all the elements. I think the only one we ain't seen was the swords. Maybe that's what's missing. That logic, that sense. Let's see. Did we see the Queen of Swords? Did we see any swords? I don't think so, boo. I don't think so. Let me see. Let me look. Let me peek one more time. No, we didn't. This is all we seen was the Queen of Wands in that. Yeah, there you go. Right behind Temperance. With the Temperance come in and whoop you in the shape. Could have been a tower moment or something that happened because the swords don't play. Oh, we did see the Nine of Swords. That's psychosis. Yeah. A little fear. Now, sometimes people see the Nine of Swords as psychosis, but I see it as download sometimes because it's taking you into a transition. Could be dreams is on a bed, you know what I'm saying? And it's the 9. And there's nowhere else to go but back to 1. And we seen Sagittarius with his temperance, Sagittarius, that midlife crisis, is the only one in the suit that's an adult. All the rest of them is coming of age. You know what I'm saying? Because Sagittarius is about expansion. But let me see. Yeah, it's a little cloudy over here. Now the wands represent the body, the fire, the pit. They just like the lion, the Leo, the ego. And they're the first on the chart. They set the course in action. But you got fire sign in your energy anyway. You're in it right now. We're in Aries season. Not to mention the solar flares and eclipses and the all that. Oh. Now look at the sun. That represents the ego, the Leo, the ego, the heart. And she right next to this. Now maybe you need to put a little heart in it. That feminine energy. Now you got all the pentacles down here. Now I don't know if your money right, but it look like it's about to get right. Right. Yeah. Because you're about to attain some key information. And this is about past lessons. And look, how to, after some type of investment. Now this is a card of action, after the investment. The lessons, the key, the 8 of Pentacles. Now, ain't nothing but Pentacles showing up here. You got the Magician, you got the Wheel of Fortune, you got the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. Listen. Now it look like you got your eye on the prize. Now the Ace of Pentacles is the whole kit and caboodle and is associated with the sun. That's going to bring this situation to light. Whatever this is that you need to clean up so you can get in. Now maybe he's looking in at the higher self. You know what I'm saying? Because he's out. That's so crazy. I'm going to do a reading today in regards to what your higher self wants your soul to know. Let me see. Let me turn this one around. Ooh, I turned around on the little bookie book. All right. And there you go. And there's our 24 with expansion. And that's that incoming information. Now, this could be somebody, but usually, It could be your own mind. Listen. And there you go. Across the bear. 666. It's giving me Christ consciousness. And that cross the bear was that fall from grace. It's just CeeLo Green and that lady made the best song. I remember when I lost my mind. The fallen angel. Now, I think this has a lot to do with the soul and spirit coming into union. You understanding the elements that reside inside of you. Understanding that you are every zodiac on the chart. All 12 disciples working in unison. All the energies. I said the archives. Now let me see. There you go. 14 keeps showing up. And Mercury messages. Now something is in transit. And 55. You know? This is you in a fetal position. And this is all the elements. All that was going on with Venus, Mercury, retrograde, you know, Jupiter, Chiron, all of them. Yeah. Something is on the move. And maybe it's that will over there. That manifestations. This Ace of Pentacles. Look, I like it. You see? Getting back to the root. Getting grounded. Connecting with spirit. And it's the number 38, which is 11. Now, 8 is infinity. 3 is community, communication. Let me see. That 14 just keeps peeking out. Look at it. Now, you could be seeing 14 or 24 a lot. You know, 14 is Temperance energy, which represents Sagittarius. 24 is the symbol of the planet that represents you see, let me show you what I'm talking about so you don't think I'm cray-cray. I'm a numerologist. Where is that? Where you at, baby? See, this is like a little 24, right? Me and Spirit got that communication, Jupiter, expansion and prosperity. Sure, I already know what time it is when I see it. Alright? Now, maybe you want to get to familiarize yourself with that symbolic, numeric way that Spirit talks. Now, look at that. Right here with the cross the bear. The discomfort. But look what's at the bottom of the deck. The pinnacle. The midheaven. And this is all about your purpose, how you make your money. Pinnacle. Now over here we have financial discipline. With that sight and that transit. Now this is associated with the number green as well as pink. And that pink is giving me that heart chakra. And there's the manifestation. There's the individuality. And there's the spirituality. With 77. Looked like you had to get your mind right. You know? Leadership is at the bottom of the deck. And look at that. Healing with the number 66. And all these sixes. Look at that. I told you 666. This is really giving me Christ consciousness. And I know people talking about you can even look at it as the devil energy if you want to, because we got the discomfort right here. You know, the Antichrist. Not to mention that this is freaking 36 too. Look at that. 36. Right there. And mystery is at the bottom of the deck. Right there in the 8th house. But this is over top of that. Now we're gonna figure it out. I think I want to pull a little bit of these astrology cards since I've been talking about that a little bit. One of my dear subscribers gave me a deck that I kind of like. Now it's a little tough to read, but I still like it. And look, you got 66 and 77 right here. Something is lining up for you, boo. We know that 14 is 77 as well. 7 plus 7. But 1 and 4, you know, 1's is new beginning, 4's is stability, 5's is change. Now, it's something in regards to this cross that you need to let down. It's not yours to carry or to bear. Now, sometimes this is a whole lot of beliefs associated with this. You know? It's almost like that financial discipline, it can go a long way in regards to the root chakra. Knowing where to give your energy. Now, I've been telling everybody this little story in regards to remembering their first time. Coming of age, when you start to delve into relationships, trying to find yourself, place where you belong, the peer pressure and all that crap right there. How everything just start to go south. Because we all been through it. But it was teaching us something about the self, about kindness, about boundaries. It's about, you know, that agape love. Universal love. But let me see. Now, you could have been born in 66, 77. I ain't going to say 48, but I guess it's possible. Let me see. 55. Dang, we got 55, 66, and 77. How about that, boo? Now, I want to say that this is past 33 and 44. Maybe you've already found your purpose, you know? And it's just the energies around you, you know, subsiding so that these manifestations can come in. Because 33 is, you know, the master teacher. 44 is North Node energy. These are our master numbers. Now, 55 could be that fifth dimension, you know, that third eye, seeing things a whole lot differently. Look at it. Looking back into the past, that portal, that peephole. Those are Akashic records, the archives. In regards to your relationship with your energy. Yeah, you see how you moving past the cross? Y'all can have that. Knowing that it was always inside of you. Look at you. With the sun. The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, she don't do nothing but tap in the spirit. That's all she do. Ground herself. Right here up under this tree. Just like Buddha. Getting her 7 chakras into alignment. Wow. 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 Now you could be 36. You don't have to be 38. Now I guess you can be 66, 77, and 55. You know, you could have been born in 55 as well. You ain't never too old to learn. Boy, you know, when I see the older generations, because, you know, I'm up there. But, you know, some of them still stuck in religion, I want to say. And I'm not knocking them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking them. Because sometimes it's hard to break away. But when I see some my age, it just gives me so much thrill. So much thrill, y'all. So much thrill. You know? Pulling your power back. Tapping in. Now, let me see. Because I want to read out a couple of these. I want to get a card. Not this. Let me see what's going on. I don't know if I should pull one just for this discomfort or three. Let me just do the three. Or whatever. Let me see. Let me see what Spirit gonna bring out. But I like this. This is a message in itself. Somebody doing the daggone thing. It looks like a lot of money coming. Oh, this bunny up here on the board. Now, I guess it could be a choice right here. Now, let me see. Dissolution. I think I'm going to take the 3. And what is that? 65? Let me see. Ooh, all these blue cards and a blue temple. It's giving me a lot of throat chakra. Now, both of these cards came out, and it's the gold, and then the darkening is at the bottom of the deck. And we're going to read it all. All right? We're going to read it all. Now, let me think what this book looked like. Is it this one? No. Is it? No? Okay, this one. Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. All right, let me see. Oh, I almost thought I turned right to it. Let me see. L. X. 5. All right. LX. All right, now it says, dissolution is the great alchemical operation of water. Water signs. It is present. It is damn. All right, calm down, Shelly. All right. It represents the form becoming formless, that which is solid dissolving into liquid. In many alchemical texts, it is the first operation and summarizes the heart of alchemy. Right here with this heart. That's how you become centered. That's the whole goal. Is to become centered. The heart. Working on this. Working on all that down there. Gets that right up there. And that's how you become centered. See how that works? Now it says, in many alchemical texts, it is the first operation and summarizes the heart of alchemy, as in the Aximon, Sol, Cologula, dissolve to unite. Okay, I told you, it's a trip. I don't know why this person would do that, but okay. For our purpose, it is important to know solutions involves a dissolving of definitions. And to make it so bad, in the text, she has Spanish as well as English words. Now, I'm not knocking the book because I really like the book, but I don't understand why she would do that. It's very confusing, especially if you're not, familiar with the book. Now, but I get it after a while, reading it enough. Now it says, for our purpose, it is important to know solutions involve a dissolving of definitions, identities, and labels. The strongholds of the ego drown in the emotional realm of water. Now I told you, it's all about this ego death and this financial discipline. You know, pulling your energy back, knowing who to give it to. And that's those actual relationships as well, above all else. Okay? You know? Toxic behaviors. You know, alcohol, drugs, whatever. Whatever that root chakra have you out here doing to escape yourself. Now it says this operation is humbling and disoriented, right here with this discomfort. Now it says, and oftentimes feels as though the self we knew has disappeared. Who are we now? How will others describe us? You know, that's that coming of age, you know, trying to find yourself. And it says, when these questions are afoot, the alchemical magic of solution is underway. By surrendering to the waves, we unite with the primordial essence and return to our deepest self. And that's what's in transit, boo. You know, with this financial discipline, attaining it back, knowing how to dispense it. It's all about engagement. Now it's this. And I like that the blue temple is here. And sorry if I'm reading crazy, but I'm going to get it together. Maybe this one will do better. Yeah. Let me see. Where we at? 1-5. There you go. Now it said, welcome to the Blue Temple, the home of the alchemical imagination. Right here with spirituality, boo, and 77. Now, 77 is the number of completion. 7 is the number of completion. And it represents the 7 chakras. You know? Let there be light. Now, the inner eye opens and you become willing to see in a new way. To understand this card, one must study blue itself. And the matrix. That's the blue screen. Now it said it is the celestial color of the sky, the ocean, and the peacock's tail. Though potent, blue slips away. Through this color, our imagination threads together, experiencing both grim and glorious. Think blue films and blue ribbons and the blue halls of heaven and the harrows of melancholy. We are taken into the depth of mood, of tone, of the rhythm of the blues. The external mystery of blue will only deepen as we study it, and this is precisely the point. Leave the cerebral behind, cloak yourself in the sapphire robe, and sit quietly in the vault of mysteries. And I just talking about I went to the archives. Now it look like you're going deep. And you know you do that by connecting with spirit, understanding your roots, hence where you came from. This is discomfort. Now you may need to understand the true meaning behind all this mess right here too. That 666. Now I want to say I like it because healing is here. And look at all these blue cards. Blue. Now let's see. I'm liking it. I wasn't even going to come up here and do no read today, but I was doing something for TikTok because I told them I was going to be consistent and show them some more love. Because I used to be over there. And now they say they're supposed to take it away again. I don't know, though. I don't know. But I told him I would be more consistent. So I was trying to keep my word. And it was so lit using them cards. I said, let me come over here and do y'all something on this channel. Let me see. Where we at? Spirit. XXX. I'm learning to look at it this way. Now the gold. It says the alchemist's gold is no ordinary gold. Now it just, I don't know. It just made me think about fool's gold. You know what I'm saying? Even before reading it, and I don't know what it says. It is not found in rings or coins or necklaces. It is a substance buried deep within, sometimes referred to as gold of the wise, philosophic gold, the ethereal stone, or the divine quintessence, among countless of other names. See, she had a little typo, countless other names. Of other names. Yeah. This person can't write. I'm sorry. She don't have punctuation skills. She just don't. Now, even with the other book is a little bit better, but I don't know why you would put English and Spanish words together. Listen, I just don't get it. But anyway, let me see. And I'm trying to look over them, you know, and make them out of English versus that, because I can see it. You see over here, this is whatever the language is, and go Spanish. I'm assuming it's Spanish because of the quitios and stuff like that right there. You know, I don't know Spanish, but listen, everything they write got some kind of, you know, same ending to it. But let me see. Now it says, for the purpose we seek not the physical metal, but the mystical essence within each alchemist. How do we recognize it? It mimics qualities of metal itself, soft and radiant, and its planetary counterpart, the sun, warm and bright. Right here with the sun. You got it, boo. With the Ace of Pentacles. It's pretty much the same card. Now, it look like you're seeking that, because that's what she do, the Queen of Cups. You know? But sometimes, you know, the Queen of Cups, she's a people pleaser. You know? Soft. I just want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? Can go along to get along. It's always so polite. Very assertive. You know? Well, passive, I want to say. Now, let me see. When this card arrives, there is something incredible or at value at hand. It is marvelous and rare. Cherish it. Get to know its properties and its source. The gold card carries a distinct shadow. If mistaken for a poorly physical material, it can lead to greed and excess, causing the alchemists to lose their way. Reverence is the key. Now, at the bottom, we're going to read this, because I think that this is what you don't see coming. The darkening. You know, because sometimes fear. Because it looked like you might be coming up on a lot of money, boo. To whom much is given, much is required. You might got it now. I don't know. But we do see the discomfort. Now, I want to see what that card say in a minute, too. Now, we're ready to go. Now, let's see what the darkening is talking about. And it's on page 12. Now, the 12th house represents, you know, the high priestess. It's the subconscious. It's all the 12 disciples in unison. It's the end. It's right back down to Pisces, the 12th house. me see. Let me see. Where is it at? Now, in alchemy, darkness is an achievement. It indicates the material has been through a significant occurrence, sometimes called an initiatory experience that has brought it into a state of readiness for the work. The darkness prepares us. We've moved beyond the small talk and chit chat of the upper world and descended into the psychic layers of the soul. We admit who we are fully and bravely, and thus open ourselves to the process of transformation. When this card appears, it's not necessary to delve into what brought us here. The initiation, likely by fire, has occurred. The embers to the char. Now it says, rather it's time to heal, and the darkness is the remedy. Closing your eyes is a voluntary expression of darkening. By practicing it daily, we drop into the depths and surrender. As the alchemist's eyes adjust, transformation begins. And I guess we do have the healing and the discomfort here. We also have temperance energy as well as expansion. Temperance represents that transformation, that expansion, boo. Right here with this cross the bear. This is deep. This is deep. Now, when you're getting all this money, because there's a lot of money out here. Look like you got some leadership qualities going on here. Spirituality, healing, financial discipline, but it's over here. Now, sometimes spirit, make us hit a little rock bottom so we can adjust. Everything is stripped away. So you can come back better, improved. Telling spirit, I'll be good. Let me back in. Oh my God. Let me see. I'll be good. That made me think of a Trigard. He used to tell my friend that all the time. I'll be good. Let me back in. No, it says, this is a time you are valuable a sidekick. This is not your game, but you have a lot to contribute nonetheless. Yeah, I think it's about more of a learning. And this learning is coming from tapping into spirit, boo. You understand what I'm saying? This is about learning, unlearning, and learning again. Now, because it's at the end, I say that. And we always want to stay in a learning phase. You understand? Now, I think you have attained a lot of information, but I think it's a whole lot more to go. And I think it has a lot to do with this, but you're still carrying. But I do think you're willing to move forward. Yeah, that's good news. Because this is at the bottom of the deck. Now, let me see. You know? Let me see. And it's the Two of Cups, and it flew around. You see how it flew around? Made sure it was in an upright position, because it was in the reverse. And the cards is at up and right. And this is balance. The Two of Cups. It's masculine and feminine energy in unison with financial discipline. And we got the Tower and the Three of Coins. And I think, yeah, because we seen that. And I told you, it's about those relationships. That separation. To the Three of Pentacles. I mean, the Two of Coins. That need for balance. Look at that. The Two of Cups, the Tower, and the Two of Coins.